Hi YouTube. I've not done a video before. This is like my very first video blog. Um, I'm just gonna talk about myself a little bit, and I'm so crap at this. Sorry, just like bear with me because I've never ever done this before. I've actually watched other girls on YouTube, and I've been following other girls on YouTube, like Trying Girl 15. I absolutely love her videos. They're so inspiring as well. Um, I've not actually seen a lot of girls from the UK that come on YouTube and talk about their journeys. So I'm thinking about talking about mine. Um, Let me just talk about myself a little bit. Okay, I'm 25 years old. Um, I'm originally from the Caribbean. You can probably tell from my accent. I've got like a little Jamaican accent, or maybe not. But I'm originally from Jamaica. Came to the UK when I was 15 years old. I was so glad when they came because there's no way I could have transitioned in Jamaica at all. It was just you would have been killed. Um, Came here and I knew what I want. I knew there was something wrong with not. I wouldn't say there was something wrong with me. There wasn't anything particularly wrong with me, but I just felt a little bit different. Um, I've always wanted to be a girl. I've always loved being a girl. I always get bullied at school. I mean, it's the same thing in life. A lot of us see girls, or a lot of us pre-op transsexuals, or people going through transition. It's what we go through as little kids or babies or like little children, like in school, being bullied for being very feminine. I mean, they used to call me Patsy at school. They used to call me Big Batty Etta because I had a big bum, all that. But anyways, I was glad that I came to the UK because then I could be myself. And before I came over, my bigger brother actually said to me, I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but in a sense I do now. Like before we came over, he said to me, you you'll come out of yourself then. And I always thought to myself, what did he actually mean? But I think he knew, but I didn't. He had an idea, but I didn't know, or didn't really have an idea of what he actually meant. But in my head, I knew, but what I wanted to do, but I didn't know that he knew that I was thinking like that. Anyways, I came over and yeah, that's it. I've only just recently started. No, I have tried transitioning like before. When I was 18, I'm 25 now. When I was 18, I wanted to do it, but I was so scared. I just thought to myself, oh my god, I can't do this. Like, even now, I'm still a little bit scared. Um, I still have doubts. I still thought to myself, I'm putting myself through all this stress and blah, 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 blah. But I haven't really started doing anything drastically, and that's the main reason why I haven't really made any YouTube videos, and I haven't really done any YouTube videos because I just thought to myself, there's nothing really for me to talk about. What I'm not. I probably shouldn't say this. No, actually, no, actually, I will say it. You're not supposed to take hormones unless it's prescribed. You need to see your endocrinologist and all that. I've only just recently started 5 months ago. I started in March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So next month will be 7 months. I don't take high dosages. I take that really low dosage, probably 2 milligrams of Progenova, estradiol, or I don't take a lot because I'm scared to take too many hormones. I have been referred to a. I was speaking to my doctor. Don't get me wrong. I have spoken to my doctor. My doctor's referred me to a psychologist, and the psychologist or psychiatrist. They've referred me to the gender identity clinic. I've received a letter, but my first appointment will be in February. But for me, I just think I started taking hormones at very, very low dosages. There's been a few changes that my skin got softer, and that's it really. There's not a lot. I mean, I've got I've managed to get hips, a little bit of hips, and I wouldn't say I'm ultimately convincing, but I do waste the time, live my life like this. Um, my day-to-day life. I've been doing laser for about 6 months. Um, yeah, I've done laser treatment for 6 months, and I've not done any voice training. My voice is really bad. I'm not trying like to speak feminine, or I'm not trying. I mean, this is my normal voice, and this is how I speak, and from that in day-to-day life. Sometimes I do try to make the effort to speak very feminine, but it's just really difficult. It's just really hard. What else can I talk about? Um, yeah, I've been watching a few YouTube videos. Some are very informative. Um, very informative. Like I love whatever Tiny Girl 15 put up. It's just so informative, and the reason why I kind of not connect with her, but I feel a connection because we're both at university. Like she's at university, I'm at university. She did her transition through university, and I'm trying to do mine through university. I don't go to university like this, but I do go to university. I mean, I have this is like a wig, yeah. It's like a wig, but I have got my own natural hair, which I can roll. Um, I try go. I shave my arms. Like this, no hairs on my arms or anything like that. Obviously, I didn't tell you. I'm actually a student nurse. We don't get to work with nails or anything like that. A lot of people don't know what I'm doing at uni. They just probably think, oh yeah, he's very effeminate, or he's this or he's that. So they don't tell him anything. I just go to uni, and I just want to finish, because finishing university will help me to fund my transition, and that's what I think. Um, that's what I think. You have to finish your schooling. You have to finish university. Um, but as for that, there's not a lot about me, and that's why I've chosen not to really go on YouTube or post a YouTube video, because I can't. It's like a lot of girls can go on there and say, oh, let's talk about hormones, let's talk about this, let's talk about that. I haven't got much to talk about. I mean, there is a few things that I can actually talk about now, but I just don't think it's the right point or the right stage to talk about these things now. I think maybe next year I can say to you, okay, this is what's happened, that's what's happening. I'm not completely full time. I'm not completely full time, but what I've learned, and I can say this, so like what I've learned is you might not be full time, but you need to go out as a woman. Like I'm 6'7". Yes, I am 6'7" tall without heels, darling. I'm like the ultimate Nubian goddess. Yeah, but you have to go outside, portray yourself as a woman. Like a lot of people will probably stare. A lot of people will probably make horrible comments. But for me, I have to do my own real life test first before any therapist or anybody says to me, you need to do a real life test. I have to do it for myself before they put me in that situation, and that's what I've decided to do it. Like I'm not at university now. I've taken 4 weeks off university. Is it? No, we're on 4 weeks holiday. Okay. During that 4 weeks, I've decided to live my life completely as a woman for 4 weeks. Um, it's not been easy, but that will either make you or break you, because in the real world you have to go out like that. In the real world of transitioning or want to be a woman, you're gonna have to end up going out like that. You're gonna have to end up being like that. I'm not gonna lie, because I do pass a little bit. I do tend to pass on the street. I don't get a lot of trouble. I do get like a lot of people look at me and say, "Oh, you're so tall," but then they look at me a second time and find out I'm like, she might actually be a guy. But I don't get like massive disturbances or any troubles.